Hello everyone, welcome to Educare 247. This is the ninth lecture of current events and developmental issues. This topic is mentioned in UPSC EPFO 2020 syllabus. Educare 247 has started lecture series on all the topics mentioned in the syllabus, so you can subscribe to our channel for further updates. In our ninth lecture, we are discussing while prices below zero. You must have heard the news while prices has fall below zero. So we'll discuss in detail what is the reason, what will be the future impact, who controls the while prices. This is going to be very important discussion. Educare 247 has launched UPSC EPFO 2020 comprehensive course. In this comprehensive course, we are providing notes, MCQs, video lecture and 12 full-length mock test. Currently, we are running a discount. You can use EPFO coupon code to get 1000 rupees discount. The whole world is locked down, so it will be a lockdown learning at your home. You can study. Your study should not be hampered. That's why we are running a discount. So you can subscribe to EPFO course. It will be very useful for your upcoming examination. You must have heard in the news the crude oil prices, especially West Texas Intermediate WTI crude oil prices, fell below the $0 and it reached to minus $40.32 per barrel, and it is kind of the best crude oil in the market. It happened in New York. Basically, here seller of crude oil would be paying the buyer $40 for each barrel. So this was a disaster in terms of crude oil prices. This is the lowest crude oil prices ever recorded. It has gone to zero. You can see that after World War II, the crude oil prices fall below $16 per barrel, but now it has fell below zero and it reached to minus 40.32. We'll discuss the reason for this crude oil fall. Crude oil prices are very volatile. It was falling before the global lockdown because of supply demand mismatch, but now global lockdown has added further fuel to that and it is falling more. In January 2020, the crude oil prices were at $60 per barrel. In March end, it was near to $20 per barrel. Basically, the crude oil exporting companies, especially Russia and Saudi Arabia, were not cutting the production, and it is leading to higher supply and lower demand, and it is leading to further fall in the prices. Basically, while exporting company has decided to reduce the production by 10 million barrel a day, and it is still more for the current consumption during the lockdown. So these are the reason which led to fall in the price. But today we'll discuss what happened to WTI, why WTI crude oil prices fall below to $0. The current price fall for WTI crude oil happened at New York. Basically in 2018, US becomes the largest producer for crude oil. Earlier President of United States generally pitched for lower prices for crude, but current President Donald Trump always pushing for higher prices instead of lower prices. And what happened in case of May contracts for WTI, which was expiring on 21st April 2020, it led to chaos in the market and people start selling the crude oil, and buyers were not ready to buy the crude oil because they have a storage problem, and right now the economic activity is slow. So basically storing is very difficult, and from the producer side they are facing problem in shutting down the production because restarting will lead to more cost. That's why they are selling the crude oil in such a lower price, and consumer are facing the problem from the storage side. They don't have space to store the crude oils. That's why they are not buying, and they are ready to pay to hit on the contract price. So this was overall confusion in the market, which led to fall below the $0 per barrel. It was historic in the market. This kind of things never happened in case of crude oil. Let us talk about oil pricing. Basically, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, controls the crude oil prices. It worked as a cartel and it fixed the prices in a favorable band. It is led by Saudi Arabia, and It is the largest exporter of crude oil in the world. US is the largest producer and Saudi Arabia is the largest exporter. It single-handedly export 10% of global demand, and it could bring down the prices by increasing oil production and raise prices by cutting the production. Global oil pricing mainly depends upon the partnership between the global oil export instead of well-functioning competition. Most of the goods prices depend upon the competition, but here it depends upon the partnership between the global oil exporters. And cutting oil production or completely shutting down of an oil well is difficult decision because restarting can cost more. That's why people prefer to sell the crude at a lower price and keep the production running, and it leads to high supply and low demand. So basically OPEC has been working with Russia these days, and it is called OPEC Plus, and Russia and Saudi Arabia both decided to not cut the production and let the production run, and it led to this kind of fall. You can see that from 1950 to so far the crude oil prices has very volatile pitch. It go up below 20 and again rise. In 1970 it reached to 20, again after 1990 war it reached to below 20, and again it rises till 160 as well. So this is the journey of crude oil prices. You must remember these important points. Let us discuss how the fall of prices of crude oil will impact India. As such, there will be no direct impact on India because Indian crude oil basket does not comprise WTI. It has only Brent and some other Gulf country crude, and weakness in WTI will reflect in falling prices of Indian basket as well. So basically lower price can be beneficial for India in two ways. First, in terms of individual, if government passes the lower prices to the consumer, then individual has to pay less for the crude oil. But if government thinks they will not pass the benefit to the consumers and they will charge high taxes on the oil, then it will boost the government revenue, and then government can expand in the service sector and different sector. It will lead to overall boosting for the economy. So two way it can impact the India. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, like, share and comment, and subscribe to EduCare 247. Thank you and happy learning.